Hi, y'all. Happy Monday again. I just wanted to kind of sit here and discuss a few things with you guys while I wait for this pre workout to kick in. Um, so I'm just super excited about the pound that I have lost. Um, I, you know, I didn't, um, I didn't lose, weight overnight, and I know that that is a process. Um, when you are losing weight, you shouldn't expect to just change, um, you know, in a short amount of time. And being that it's barely January, I just feel like so proud of like all of the results that I see because I spend a lot of my time, making sure that I am consistent in all I do for those results. So I am super proud over a pound. I am not mad about a pound at all. Like this is a lifestyle change. So it's not no quick fix. Like, oh, I'm trying to be skinny or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, I gained weight. I gained a lot back from my first weight loss. For my own reasons and my own the stuff that was going on, in my life at the time, which resulted in that. So, this is what I have to do, and it's been so exciting. Like, honestly, like losing a pound for me is like such a big deal because I guess like it's just like I know the work I put into it, and it's like, hey, I worked for that 1 pound. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna sit here and beat myself up over something that's so crazy and absurd. But yeah, so with that being said, I didn't gain more than I lost overall. Like I was maintaining as much as I could. Even when I did gain weight back, I did not reach my highest point. And I am proud of that because there was so much that was going on in my life that kind of hindered my ability to, persist and lose weight, especially stress levels. Like I've mentioned before in my past YouTube videos, like stress levels, like when you're super stressed and under like a high grade of stress, it's really hard to maintain weight loss and to keep it off, and also very hard to lose weight when you are, stressed out. So with all the stress that I was carrying, I'm really, really happy and proud that I still stayed under that my highest weight. But it's not always about weight either. Like honestly, I understand like the muscle mass is heavier than fat ratio type thing. So the muscle to fat ratio is really important to consider. So anyways, I'm just happy that, I did lose a pound and it does show. And anyways, guys, I really want you guys to have a great Monday. As much as I hate sweating my hair out, because that's one thing. I hate going to the gym and sweating my hair out because I wake up and it's like fluffy and ready to go. And it never looks like this throughout the day. I know it's so superficial, but I still go. And I don't care. I'm just like, okay, my hair's gonna look like shit the rest of the day, but it's okay. It's what we gotta do in life, But yeah, other than that, I'm super proud of all that I'm accomplishing and, all I've done in the past 7 months. Like, it's so crazy to me. Just looking back at the progress pictures that I did that, I did that myself. I guess I'm just super, super proud of it because, I get up, I schedule my own meals, I do my own shit. It's not that I'm necessarily prideful but I do take, my stuff seriously, in the sense that I am flexible with other people's advice, and I do take people's advice. However, I I do what works for me, or I try to like alter everything that I do to work for me, and I also try other things that work for others to see if it works for me. Um, 9 times out of 10, I know what works for me, and that's what I continue to do until my body gets used to it, and then I try to switch it up as much as I can. Um, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a physical trainer. Everything that I do, I've learned over time. And I've learned from other people, so I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I don't listen to people. I do. I just try to kind of like remix everything that I do to work for me and my body. So I really want to pass over that information to you guys because it's so important, to understand that, you can be resourceful, you can utilize other people's information, but just remember that, your body's different from theirs and it may respond differently. That is so important while on this journey because, yeah, I'm in the process of completing a meal plan, for you all, for the audience. But I'm going into it, and I want you guys to go into it as well, understanding that what I do for me may not work for you, or maybe it does work, but a few things work, or some recipes work for you. And that's okay. That's what those resources are there for. It's just resources to help you through. It's not the key. It's not the it's not the secret ingredient to success, but it will it will be beneficial to you as you use it, if you do choose to use it. So yeah, and I still, to this day, like, even though I utilize my own stuff that works for me, I still seek more information. I still look at other people's results. I still jump on bandwagons sometimes just to see how it works for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I love trying new products. I am a natural born consumer, and I love trying new shit. Like, that's my shit. I love it, and I take pride in that. So with that being said, don't be afraid to try new things. Like, our body is an experiment. Some things, your body will just not agree with right off the bat. But it's up to you to, it's up to you and to your discretion as to if you're going to keep on doing that or change it up, right? So I provide to you a resource that worked for me, has worked for me in the past. A sneak peek about my meal plans is that there are some of them are low carb recipes that I've been posting since the beginning, 2012. It's been a while. Since I'm dating myself. I'm just kidding. So there's some things that I have been using for a while that have just worked for me, and I keep that part of my routine. Also, there's new things that I've tried that I've added to the recipe guide, which is awesome. Like, there's certain things that I've tried from other people that I've added because it, well, obviously with my own twist, because I don't make things the same as people. People don't always make things the same as me. So, excuse me. But, yeah, I just wanted to climb on here and have that little discussion with you guys. Thank you for, tuning in. It's such a weird time. I know. I'm like really right here trying to finish this so I can go. And it's so funny because I remember, like, with my last weight loss journey, I watched my whole self like swindle down, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like having crazy, like it's just crazy to see this, like I'm freaking out. So I feel like that's what's happening right here, and it's really cool. It's like bittersweet to see yourself changing every day, and feeling better about yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's just to make yourself feel healthier. Well, that's for me anyway. Like, I know what it's like to be, my thinner version of me, more in shape version of me, and I know what it felt like. It was great. Like, I would love, going shopping and stuff like that, and knowing that I can find something in my size. Like, don't get me wrong, I lost a lot of fat in my breast area and my back area, and I lost a lot of my thighs, which I was never used to. So it's kind of like a culture shock. It's more like a body shock. Like, oh wow, like it's a mental shock. You're trying to process your results and be like, oh, I could actually find something in here that's totally alien to me. It's like a kid in a candy store. Like, I don't have to look for a plus size section, and stuff like that. So I cannot stand lawnmowers. I just don't want it triggered, for real. But anyways, guys, like, this is a super long little story time-ish. Let me know if you like them. I do, because it kind of, you see the whole conversation and it's live, and you see me, this is me just talking free. I'm just off the top with it. So I just speak about everything that comes to mind. But yeah, like, just like losing weight in general is super beautiful. It's a beautiful thing if you make sure that you're balancing, everything. Of course, there was a time, I don't think I've discussed this part, but I'm going to definitely give you guys a sneak peek of my next vlog because it's important. There was a time where I was going to school. I packed a lot of food, and I would still do my strenuous, like, little, workout at night, my high intense cardio session at night, and I would undereat throughout the day. Like, I wouldn't bring enough food on accident. Well, some of it was on accident, because it's like, I don't think I'm gonna eat that much, but I am walking around school, and so I just failed to realize that, it really hindered me, because I wouldn't have as much energy and fuel to get me through the workout that night, right? So I was like super small and like just losing everything. Like, there was a point where I was losing muscle because I was under eating, and that's common. I've seen it happen before. It just really was bad with the whole body, or the mental shock with losing the weight in conjunction to like under eating. It was just very unhealthy for me at the time. Now that I have a grasp of what I want to see and kind of like what I'm doing, I'm not putting pressure on myself at all. Like, there's people out here that are like, oh, okay, I don't compare myself to people, and that's the thing. Like, everything I do, it's what I want to implement. It's not something that like, oh, I'm jumping on the bandwagon completely and sticking to it because it's working with everyone or working for everyone. I'm doing things, like little things from everywhere to get me to where I want to go, because I don't believe in doing the same thing. I just don't. I believe in utilizing and making things different. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. This was a super long word vomit for me, but I hope that it gave you a little bit of insight of what I've done in the past and what I've done now, what I continue to do, what I want to do in the future without, I think it's done. Yeah. Without, me having to do a vlog and you guys having to wait for it to be edited. Like, honestly, this is the next best thing. And this is totally fine for me. As long as I'm getting the content out to you guys in some form, I would like for you guys to know how I'm losing it and what I'm doing, because I could post before and after pics all day, and that's what I do. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, well, what are you doing to achieve those goals? Are you maintaining a healthy balance? And those are the things I want to discuss with you all and be transparent about, because those were the things that I wasn't as transparent about before, because I wasn't vlogging. I was just simply, you guys seen me when I was bigger, you've seen me when I was smaller, type thing. So being able to speak my voice and stuff like that is really a new twist for me. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and follow my fitness page, Issa_vibe_ or Issa_vibe 15. I'm sure it's posted all over my website, or all over my website, all over my Instagram. So have a great day, guys. Thank you.